Peace with you everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Trevor, and in today's video I want to do a full review on this fragrance right here, Colors de Benetton Man Black. So this is a hidden gem 2019 release from the house of Benetton. This is one of 4 fragrances that you can get in this bottle style. They've got a Colors Green, Colors Blue, and a Colors Black Intense. This is the only one from that line from Benetton that I've tried. It is a cheapie hidden gem. It stocks in at Fragrance Net for just under $20 when they get it in. Although this is a little bit hard to come by, it's not discontinued, but I think it really only ships through Europe, so it's somewhat is sporadically restocked at discounters in the U.S. Joma Shop stocks it for like just under $40, and then you can get it at Amazon right now for just under $30 from 2 different sellers. So yeah, this is a 2019 release, cheapie hidden gem, compliment polar. This is like one of, if not the most #1 complimented fragrance in my entire 200+ bottle collection. So wanted to go ahead and take a look at the note breakdown, the best time and place to wear this sort of fragrance, what type of person it might appeal to the most, go over a few fragrances in my collection that this reminds me of, as well as kind of take an overall rating at the end there. So let's just start off with the note breakdown. At the top, this is going to have nutmeg, black pepper, and bergamot, and then the mid has got patchouli, lavender, leather, and vetiver, I believe. And then the base has got like vanilla, musk, amber, and oud. Very synthetic oud, but it's actually really nice. So the nutmeg and the black pepper in the top give it this really spicy, sort of festive vibe. Kind of reminds me of like walking into a gift shop, like a holiday gift shop that you might have when you're walking out of like a hospital or something like that. Down at the entryway, they might have something there that they're selling candles or little trinkets, like, or even like the gift shop at Cracker Barrel. If you've ever been to that restaurant, they've got a little gift shop at the entrance of the restaurant there. So it's also really versatile, even though this is really sweet and leans more into a fall and wintertime fragrance. This has got a certain like aromatic touch from the lavender and like a spicy sweetness from the nutmeg and the vanilla, as well as some darkness and depth going on as well from like the oud and the patchouli. It makes it kind of earthy. So it gives it this earthy, aromatic, sweet, very modern. It's very clean, spicy, fresh, aromatic, sweet, versatile. Yeah, just like I said, really mass appealing. I get lots of compliments with this one, and it is pretty comforting of a fragrance. It's kind of powdery. It's got a lot of projection, so it's loud in that sense, but it's a soft fragrance in the sense that it's like not very skanky or attention grabbing, but it's got a really good projection for about like 3 hours. And then the longevity is, I usually get 7+ hours on my skin with this one. Now let's go ahead and do a application so you can get a view of the atomizer. Really good atomizer, nice distribution there. Just go ahead and do one more squirt on that hand and then put on the rest. This is my scent of the day today. One of the first really cold days that we've had here in the Midwest. We are enjoying right around 60 to 70 degree weather still up until a few days ago, and it's dropped down into the low 30s. So I've got my jacket on here. The name of the fragrance is Colors Black, so it does have like this very dark depth to it from like the patchouli and the lavender and the oud all coming together. So that's why I wore this kind of dark jacket to represent a little bit of the depth of character that this fragrance has. it is best in cold weather. Like I said, today out here we've got like high 30s. So fall and winter, but also climate controlled situations, this is going to be really easy to pull off in there. This kind of reminds me of a four-way combination of Versace Oud Noir, Bulgari's Men in Black, Azzaro Visit, and Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. So it's got like this aromatic powdery lavender like Prada Luna Rosa Carbon has. It's got this spicy nutmeg. It's got this spicy nutmeg opening that reminds me of a Azzaro Visit. The overall composition of the fragrance, the way that it's got this vanillic ambery sweetness down in the bottom, and the spicy kind of body, it reminds me of Bulgari's Man in Black. And then the way that they did the synthetic oud and the really versatile, approachable, comforting texture to the fragrance reminds me of Versace Oud Noir. So really unique fragrance. Like I said, it took me about 4 other fragrances in my collection to kind of articulate the way that this one comes off. So this is not like anything else I have in my collection right now. So it's, like I said, real hidden gem. Definitely recommend picking this one up if you can find it. This is going to be great for any type of situation where you'd be wearing a turtleneck. I imagine that like all black turtleneck that Steve Jobs used to wear often would go, that outfit would match this perfectly, in my opinion. Holiday parties, I think this is a really good Thanksgiving Day fragrance because it's got that festive quality to it, but it's still light and sweet and really approachable. So that being said, I think somebody like a teacher or somebody working in a helping profession like a therapist or a social worker or even a nurse would do really well with this fragrance. Because like I said, it's like comforting and approachable, and this sort of has that vibe that somebody in the helping professions would have in terms of a scent profile matching a profession. I also could see like a designer, like a fashion designer or a web designer wearing this, because it's got this quality about it that is very creative and dark and daring, hence like the black name and then its similitude to Versace Oud Noir and Bulgari Man in Black. But it also is elegant and modern and dressed up a little bit. Even though I think this is, you can do this dressed up or casual, I think it's a little bit leaning more towards a put together sort of look. Like I said, I think a teacher or a person working in academia is gonna do well with this one. Yeah, so a teacher, person in the helping professions, a fashion designer or a web designer, somebody who's creative but organized at the same time. Yeah, if I had to rate this one out of 10, I'm going to be giving this one like a 9 out of 10. It's unique, sweet, aromatic, versatile, woody, spicy. It just covers so many bases. It's a really big compliment puller. Nobody else is really wearing this one. It is definitely just something that I would recommend going out of your way to checking out. Like I said, you can get it on Amazon right now. This is actually one of the few fragrances, maybe like 7 in my collection, that I do have a backup bottle, so this is what the bottle is going to look like. So it is good enough that I would recommend going out and getting a backup bottle of this fragrance. So this is putting my money where my mouth is, that I think this is a really good fragrance and worth checking out. That was my review of Colors Man Black by the house of BENETTON. Let me know if you tried anything out from this house, if you've tried this one, or if this is your first time hearing about the house. And if you've got any other recommendations for something that I could try out, or another fragrance that you would like to see a full review of in the future, I'd love to hear from you. Just comment that down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Take care.